Chancellor, Deputy Prime Minister, Premier, Your Worship, and all my colleagues from all levels of government, and all of you. Hello everyone, Salom, Badurut Bar Shama. As we gather here today, still reeling from this tragic loss, I first want to say how incredibly heartwarming it has been to see the outpouring love and support for our community. The last few days have been profoundly difficult for all of us as we mourn the loss of 176 souls on board Flight PS 752. Like many of you, I knew several of the victims of this devastating tragedy. Many of those on board were not just fellow Canadians. They were our friends and neighbors. They were our parents, grandparents, children. They were engineers, doctors, students. 8 of those were members of the community right here at the University of Toronto, which goes to show you how devastating these losses have been to so many people. Today we stand here together to remember all the lives we lost and to remember the contributions they made to the community, to the lives of everyone who knew them. Universities are places to gather together to share knowledge in the spirit of human decency and for the betterment of all people. They're also places to speak out against injustices like this one. It's deeply disturbing that all of those innocent lives could have been short, so short in a blink of an eye, and for no good reason at all. I'm shocked. It's hard to comprehend how or why something so sad could happen to so many good people. I'm grieving for the loss of my friends, and I'm upset at the circumstances under which their lives were taken. Now that the Iranian regime has admitted fault for this heartbreaking disaster, we must make sure that we do everything in our power to ensure that the regime is held to account for what they have done. And to the families of friends in our community, I promise you, we will not rest until justice is served. Today, I know many of us are feeling a range of emotions, but I plead with everyone that although we may be angry and although we may be sad, I urge all of us to come together in grief. As many of you know, Rumi, the great Persian philosopher, is always a source of guidance in difficult times. Allow me to recite a very short poem of his on grief. Don't run away from grief, O soul. Look for the remedy inside the pain, because the rose came from the thorn and the ruby came from a stone. Even after a loss like this, we can still take solace in each other. We can still focus on what unites us, and we can try to harness our emotions constructively to comfort and support those who have lost loved ones. As you seek answers, justice, and closure during this incredibly difficult time, know that I stand with you. As you grieve, know that your fellow Canadians share your pain and sorrow. We will get through this together, and we will emerge stronger. Please accept my deepest condolences on behalf of myself, my family, and know that we stand shoulder to shoulder with you. به عنوان یک هموطن منو تو غم خودتون شریک بدونید.